is Cubs Radio.
Cubs Radio.
Hello, everyone. We're still kink working out-ish stuff going on, so sorry. It's been kind of a weird morning. Hi, Tony's going to share, and I'm going to do the ads. And it's Tuesday, sadly, December 8th, John Lennon's dead day. We have the Roslyn Social that you can go to. It's located at the heart of Roslyn Village at 1363 Old Northern Boulevard. We're open for takeout, curbside service, and delivery, and on your favorite food service app. Give us a call at 516-801-4963 and say hi to Nick. The famous cocktails and dessert are available to go as well. Thank you from the Roslyn Social, North Shore's premier rooftop lounge. Check out our curbside menu today. For more than 25 years, Two Eagle Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction. They're here on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair from custom application, restorations, to repairs involving insurance claims. Two Eagle Auto Body will handle foreign and domestic automobiles and motorcycles using such techniques at state-of-the-art paint spray booths, computer color matching, and in the event that an accident occurs, Two Eagle Auto Body has their own tow trucks. They'll walk you through the process from start to finish, from tow through insurance process. They will return your vehicle ready to go. They are with you. So please call Two Eagle Auto Body at 516-328-2527. They're located in New Hyde Park, but that does not matter because they will travel anywhere. Contact John Rossi, 516-328-2527. All right. We have Gina Kajemi-Coffin. She is a licensed real estate agent. Her phone number is 631-495-7696. Gina is fantastic. She'll work so hard for you, it'll make your
head spin.
Bella Vista Pizza. Bella Vista Pizza is the most amazing pizza place on the face of the earth. They're located in Plainview at 4-something Minetto Hill Road.
154.
154. I knew there was a 4 in there somewhere. 516-433-4464. It's easy to park, good parking. If you don't feel like going there into their restaurant, they will deliver for you. So here's our day so far. Everything was going really, really well. And then we noticed that we have 3 GoPro cameras to work with, and one wasn't working the other day. We knew that going into it. Oh, is it going out again? Crap.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay. I thought I heard a beep. So one was down already when we started yesterday for the first time, kind of back in the studio working the way we normally do. And then we had the camera set up that we used yesterday, and all of a sudden it would just conk out. So Tony took the last camera that was working and replaced it like really, really quick. So that's why we were a little late. So sorry about that. And then also, like, this sounds like such a simple thing, but it's so annoying. You can't even imagine. I've got a mouse here that I used to get to the monitor, and there's no mouse pad, and it's not working. So I'm literally like using it on my leg to get the arrow to work. It's like been like that kind of a morning. Like I could get something done like 5 seconds earlier if I just had like a mouse pad to make an arrow work. But anyway, how are you?
The phones still aren't working. I don't think they'll be working this week.
Yeah.
So I know George is probably coming in Thursday.
I don't think so. It's just going to be like I think this week. I mean, we were talking to Mike O'Toole. What?
You say what, and then you start talking.
Good.
She hasn't taken phone calls, right? I mean, she hasn't
loves
been here.
phone calls, yeah.
How did she do it? But she's not doing it because she hasn't been here.
Right.
So maybe that's what I'm saying. Maybe she'll still come in. She just won't be able to use the phone.
I don't know. I haven't talked to her, so I can't answer one way or the other.
Yeah. All right. So we're still working out the kinks. Georgia. Yeah. I don't think anybody else will be in this week because we're still trying to figure things out. Like Sallie said, cameras. Not all the cameras are working. The phones still aren't working. All right. Well, but we're trying. We're doing the best we can here. What's going on? So I got to move this way. Okay. So you mentioned it's John Lennon Day. It's did you say anything about jeez, I'm just a mess here because we're going crazy here. Did you ran the Teespring commercial and all that stuff?
Yep.
Jeez, I'm all tangled. I'm just a mess here today. Boxcast, that's what I was thinking of. Did you mention any of that stuff?
No.
All right, never mind. All right, so what's going on today?
Gosh, I haven't even thought of it. Well, the good news is we have trivia. So it's already like 11:15. So we could chat like a little bit, but at least we have like, trivia to look forward to. Yeah, what a mess, man. I don't know. And that's why, I think that's why I mentioned Georgia. Like, maybe it's not even a good week for her. Like, when we were talking to Mike O'Toole, he really just kind of thought this would be the week of, getting kinks out, which obviously we've been doing this for 2 days, and both days have been a mess. And one of the things that you guys don't get is, we'll actually come in here really early. We'll come in here early to set up and get ready, but we don't know if things are working until just 5 minutes or so before. So there's this huge scramble always. So that's the whole part of a week that kicks off the kink week. This is the kink week, and Mike O'Toole, we're not going to worry about the phones because Mike O'Toole will be back in here this weekend to kind of play with everything. So so that's kind of where we are. We're trying to even just simple things like you come in the door and lights are blaring at you because it's not set for how you want it or where you're sitting. And so there's more going on than you can even remember to talk about. So yeah, but we have trivia. I don't know. What do you got? Do you have you want me to start with a good news thing? We kind of need it.
Whatever you want.
Sure. I was reading that this lady who she's a middle-aged woman. Her and her husband have had this dog for a while, and it caught my eye because it's I remember Manny. You had a dog for a long time before he passed away, and he was a black pit bull mix.
What are you asking me? Do I remember Manny? Yeah, of course I do.
Well, just I don't know what you're asking. Yeah, Sal. Yeah. So yeah, pit bull mix. That's what Manny was. So anyway, that's exactly what the dog looked like. And she had lost the dog for 3 weeks, and she didn't know where it was. It got out of the yard, and they tried everything to try to find this dog. She works at a Walmart a mile and a half away, and one day the dog just comes running into the Walmart.
While she was in the Walmart?
Yeah. She's a cashier, and all of a sudden
she works there.
Yeah, she heard this commotion, and she's like, "Oh wow!" That someone said, "Oh, there's a dog that ran in here," and so she didn't even think that it would be her dog, and all of a sudden the dog comes running up to her at the register.
What?
3 weeks later, and the dog had never been in there. It had just been.
She smells that bad that the dog was able to find her scent. Something's not right with that story.
It's a good thing.
I don't like it.
All right. Well, then it's going to be a rough day. If you don't like the Manny look-alike dog finding their owner after 3 week story, then
I didn't know.
So we're not here tomorrow, and maybe we won't be back Thursday.
My goodness. I think we should come in tomorrow and just test stuff out. And I do think Georgia should come in Thursday so we can get used to this stuff. Because this was messy this morning. We're completely unorganized and messed up. So there's good news out of England.
Okay.
They started doing they started giving out the vaccine. The Pfizer vaccine over there in England. A 91-year-old woman named Margaret Keenan was the first one to get the shot.
Okay. And she was actually in England. I saw one picture of a guy. I actually saw, England's giving out the vaccine. So I look on the side. I didn't read anything, but the caption underneath the picture was, in Northern Ireland, the first vaccine is given to, and it was a dude.
Right.
But I'm like, just leave it to England till be like, we have all these vaccines. Come here, Ireland. Let me test you guys out first.
No, this woman in England was the very first person to get it.
Okay.
A 91-year-old woman, Margaret Keenan, I'm sure the Keenan family in England, they're happy that Margaret got her vaccine, but I don't know. She's 91. What does she need it for? Give it to it.
Maybe they were giving it to her as a test.
Give it to 21-year-old Kelly Keenan.
Well, maybe they don't want to risk it on like the younger people.
Oh, they figure she doesn't have a lot to go anyway. Let's just test it on her.
Yeah, like remember that time we were talking about how cool it would be like to like set up people that are terminally ill. Like let's say you just wanted to like murder someone. You could hire out of this company these people that are like ready to go on this on their own anyway. You'd be like, I'll give your family $10,000 if you go kill that chemistry teacher that's annoying. You know, I don't know, something.
Well, they did start giving out a bunch, and they did start giving it to some first responders like nurses and stuff too. So that's good.
Yeah, that's great.
But here's one thing I didn't know. All right, so actually, yeah, so England has 800,000 doses going out just in the next few weeks. 4 million doses expected in England by the end of the month. And they're saying the experts in England are expecting to have a normal summer.
Oh, that's great. Well, yeah, wouldn't you expect if
Right.
the vaccine goes all over the world over the next like 4 months, wouldn't you expect, I don't know, Easter to be okay?
So they, well, I don't know about Easter.
Why?
Because I don't know if everybody will have it by then.
All right.
So, yeah, they started this yesterday, so they called it V-Day, I guess, for vaccine, obviously. So Tuesday, December 7th, V-Day. So maybe next year we'll have that day off as a holiday to remember Margaret Keenan. But, all right, here's what I didn't know. The second person to get it, 81 years old, William Shakespeare.
Oh, that's nice.
I didn't know he was still alive.
Yeah, that's nice.
And not only is he still alive, but I didn't know he was only 81. I thought his work went back centuries.
He started writing young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe he, unless they're counting it in dog years, so 81 times 7 would be like 100.
With half-lives. You got to throw some half-lives in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So if I'm 81-year-old William Shakespeare, I think I would turn down the vaccine.
Why?
You know how much torture this poor guy must have went through in his 81 years? That's a long time. You know how many people probably go up to him, "How's it thy feeling this morning, William?" Like just to mess with him. He's probably so sick of it, he's probably hoping to catch this vaccine so he can go. Who names this? If your last name is Shakespeare, first off, I think I'd change it. Because no matter what my first name is, I'm going to get
It's
picked
a good
on.
name, though.
But then these parents actually named him William? That's like naming your kid John F. Kennedy.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure there are a lot of still like John Kennedys.
Oh, yeah, but I'm saying John
Yeah.
F. Or even I get it sometimes. What is your middle name, Sky? Shut up. Shut up. This guy's name is William Shakespeare.
Yeah. I had it too. Like I think who was it? Sam. Like Sam or Kevin was asking me like about names. I think it was Kevin because I said how do you like your name or something. He's like, oh, it's fine. I don't care. I'm like,
Yeah, but their name's not O'Neill.
it's a really big deal to like pick a name. And so I was saying to him, they're like, well, what could you do with Sallie? I'm like, true. Like right now, like all you'd have to deal with is, Charlie Brown's little sister. But when I was in elementary school, that's when Sally Field, the flying nun, was around. Remember that show?
That's not. No, that show was in the 60s.
Well, in the 70s, when I was growing up, I would hear it all the time. Like, Sally Field, the flying nun. Oh, why are you going into that classroom? Why don't you fly down the hallway? Like, come on.
I guarantee, though, it's nothing. We've experienced nothing like this poor bastard whose name is really William Shakespeare.
Yeah.
I guarantee that, and that's my
It's
point.
not bad,
You're
though.
sick of the flying nun. This guy is the exact same name, and it didn't stop in elementary school. I guarantee you that.
Well, yeah, because elementary school people don't even know about it.
I bet you he even got it when he was getting a shot. I bet you even the person giving him the shots, William Shakespeare. Wow, that's quite a name you have there.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't believe you killed off Brutus or whatever the hell. Or, oh, hey, isn't that funny? I love Romeo and Juliet, William. When are you writing the Romeo and Juliet 2?
Mm-hmm.
This guy for 81 years has been hearing it. I would have begged for the vaccine so I can go to heaven and smack my mother in the face.
There are worse names.
Not my real mother, because then she'll come smacking me. I'm talking about if I'm William Shakespeare. I want to go to heaven and smack. That's what I would do. The first thing I would do is William Shakespeare. Walk through the gates, pow! Punch mom right in the face.
My dad's medical doctor's last name was Ramsbottom. Like, there's nothing worse than Ramsbottom. For a doctor, like, you have to really think twice. And you spelled it exactly the same way. Rams.
All right, yeah, but that's not his parents' fault. That's their name.
Yeah,
The
but
first
I would
name,
change it. I would be like, all right, I went through a heck of a lot growing up. I'm going to change my name for my child.
I think I would rather have the name Ramsbottom than my name be William Shakespeare.
You would not.
Yes, I think I would. Because at least once in a while, I would enjoy a joke or make a joke myself. But to have the name William Shakespeare my whole life,
I
what's so
pick
funny
William
about that?
Shakespeare about it and never.
Well, see, now that would just be weird because you're a girl.
Yeah, but I'd still pick William Shakespeare over Sallie Ramsbottom. Yeah. There's no...
Sallie Ramsbottom.
Yeah, it's bad. And Andy said that he likes when we have kinks, and he loves us. And then he said it's actually kinky. Rich Rita said if John Lennon was alive and seeing this intro, he would kill himself. Well, yeah, that is true. It was awful. Oh, and the video that you made, just so you know, it didn't work, so I had to use the old one. It just was blank.
Oh, right now. I bet you I get it working right this second. Come on.
All right.
All right, move aside.
All right. I don't want to hear any lip about the no pad thing and how you can't get the arrow.
Shut up. So the new intro didn't work, you say?
Yes.
Go like that.
Yeah, let us know if you've seen anything, but
No, they're not seeing
you're probably
anything.
not.
I see now. This is something I tested before, and it worked.
Let everyone know I
Oh, the
got
other
myself a quarter.
Yes, you do. This worked.
So I just played that a few times, and then
So I didn't. But I actually tested it before, and it worked.
and that's why I started doing the ads because I'm like I can't play this one video for them one more time.
Let's see here. If I do that. No, okay. That is so weird. I had it working before.
All right.
And now what's this? All right, let me see. All right, I'll get rid of it and
Well, just leave it
Play
right
it
now and get
tomorrow.
rid of it later.
well, I that's what I meant.
Oh, I thought you were gonna like shuffle it around and delete it and.
I owe Sallie a quarter.
Kinks, people, kinks. It's just
Like
it's just the way it goes. Like
No.
you can't be upset if you know. Like your problem
Well-
is you have hope.
Well, you're
Here's
everything.
the difference between me and you. You have hope. I don't.
Let me explain something to you. What you said a few minutes ago was completely wrong. There's absolutely no reason why we have to wait till a few minutes before we go on to find out what's working, what's not working.
Well, yesterday it was 10 minutes before, and all of a sudden we found out that the authenticate thing wasn't working, and then we had to call Mike because he had it set up wrong.
All right, well, you can't. What are you, Graz? Saying stuff like that on the air?
Well, but that's my point. Is you think everything should now work, and when it isn't, you're like cranky pants. Me,
Of course
I
everything
have
should work.
I have no hope. So I know I go into this week knowing that, man, this thing is going to be fucked up, and it is because it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be
But
this way.
It's supposed to be this
It's
way.
supposed to be fucked up for days because
So-
there's a lot of wires here. There's a lot of new equipment. It's one guy on a weekend working by himself, putting it all together. He tests it out. Okay, he can't test every single freaking thing. We know that, or I know that. You don't know that. Like
What-
you're
name-
like everything will work.
Name any other video platform, TV station, radio station that just irons out the kinks as they're on the air. Name one.
Right, but the difference is don't be upset about it.
Why wouldn't we be upset about it?
Because that's what this is. And frankly, I think people have no problem whatsoever watching us work out kinks. I think they actually enjoy it. Like, I would find it interesting.
Our friends and people who watch regularly enjoy it. Someone new tuning in for the first time, like, what the hell is this mess? And they keep on going.
I don't think you're right about that. I don't have a place anymore for all the quarters I win. It's the only way I get rid
I've
of
won quarters.
the only way I get rid of quarters, people, is on Halloween when he gives my quarters away because he
Whoa.
forgets candy. Like that. Anyway, this is the week of kinks. No, there's no sweet spot here.
You're fine there. I'll turn it back a little bit, but you were fine. You were blocking yourself too much.
Like that? There's no sweet spot here. The sweet spot is right here.
You could do a little sideways. I'm doing sideways.
Yeah, but you're better at it.
What the hell does that mean?
Actually, I have to find it. Yeah. I have to find your big black sweet spot sound.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
So it's just gonna be like this, and that's the way it is. And if you go into it like never expecting anything good to happen, you're better off. That's my treat for the day.
I completely disagree. We're supposed to be a professional station here, bringing you top quality content, and it's not happening, and it's annoying, especially once you're on the air and it's still not happening.
Well, too bad, because that's the way it ends up being, and you just
All right,
the sooner you accept that.
Tell an advertiser that. You're going to get advertisers. What are you going to show them?
Well, the advertisers right now, we're just helping out right now. So I really, by the time we have like an advertiser that we feel completely professionally responsible for, it won't be this week. And they'll say, hey, thanks for working out the kinks last week.
Bella Vista Pizza, they've been a sponsor from pretty much day one. And granted, we haven't,
Yeah.
it's been free advertising during COVID, but
Right.
So what? So what?
Well, then
we owe it to them to have a professional show. We owe it to everybody.
you just like owe it to yourself to just shut up about it. All right, so we have, Andy Fremder is here. He said, I have a good trivia question for Trivia Tuesday. Oh, yeah, we got to do trivia.
Okay.
I'll have to yell at you tomorrow.
For what?
I don't know. I just figured I'd have to stop yelling at you so I could do trivia. For your hope. Get rid of your hope. Elizabeth said, hi, Sallie and Tony with 2 hearts. Love her. I love her. Like, sometimes you just have, like you'll get to know someone through this stuff, which is crazy. And you're like, wow, what a good person. She's one of them. Plagano said, people complaining about mandatory vaccinations really brings me back to the anthrax vaccine I got and reminds me how spineless civilians are. Ah, nostalgia. Christine Pepe Camarada, what a cool name, is watching. And she says that she loves Georgia Rose. Yeah, we do too. Jack Scally is watching. Andy Plagano said 20 to 25 milliliters a month only gets you 80 to 100 milliliters vaccinated. That isn't even 1/3. Got to get at least 75%.
Are you skipping Fremder's comments?
No. What did I skip
You
ahead?
pass over one. If things aren't working, perhaps you guys can use someone who is efficient and having everything up and running so you guys don't even have to worry about it. I think I know someone.
Well, here's the thing.
You skipped over that.
Mike is, I get that, and I appreciate that.
You're a
And I
Fremderist.
didn't even see it.
I know you saw it.
But that's my point. I'm not complaining about O'Toole. He's fantastic.
I didn't complain about O'Toole either.
Well, you were like making fun of me that I was like, oh, he set our program up wrong. Like, yeah, he's going to set up
I didn't make
a lot
fun
of
of that.
things.
I made fun of you for talking about it on the air.
But that's my point, is that it's okay. It's fine that he missed like a couple of things. That's what he's supposed to do this week. It's like taking a practice exam in school and you miss a few. Well, that's why we're doing the practice exam. You're supposed to miss a few. Get over it.
These aren't the practice exams. This is our show.
This is
the
kink
practice
week.
exam. We should have.
Next week, I'll give you. This week's kink week. We're in kink week. We're in practice exam week. I was thinking about this too. Plagano said there are a great SNL sketch about Nicolas Cage about naming babies. I love that skit. Have you seen that skit?
I have not.
You hate Nicolas Cage.
With a passion.
They're picking out all these like names, him and his wife, like the skit. And
Somebody's playing him or he's in the skit?
he's in the skit and he is a dad, and
okay.
he's a new dad, and they're picking names, and she's like, well, what about Kevin? And he's like, no, it'd be like, Kevin, why don't you go to heaven? Like whatever it is. And every name she comes up with, he has an answer for. And she's like, there's no names. And he's like, we still have like 4 more months to like think about this. And then like the delivery people come in, and Nicolas Cage is like signing, the receipt for the pizza or whatever. And the guy's like, yeah, thanks a lot, Mr. Asswipe. He's like, it's Asswipey. It was funny. Yeah, Jack Scally would pick William Shakespeare over Dick Hertz. Andrew Fremner said, what's his real name? I think William Shakespeare. Yeah, well, William Shakespeare is actually his pen name. I don't know what his real name is.
Oh, that's right. I think that was actually a trivia question that we did once.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He's known as William Shakespeare for centuries.
Plagano said, I would change ram's bottom to sheep ass. Yeah. Rick Beck's watching. He said, technical issues are always fun. And he said, tell Tony to stop complaining about it. Thanks, Rick.
He didn't say that.
He felt it in his heart. I know it.
Gina Conjemi Coffin. She said, yeah, Coffin, having that name isn't a walk in the park.
Yeah. Although it's so funny, like when John was in my class, like John Coffin, I don't even think about it.
Time to get handsy. It is all dark. What does that mean? What's dark? The picture?
Oh, because it was blank for them while you were figuring it out.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so read the ones that...
Plagianos feels really bad for us having a hard time pronouncing names. People joke about my last name, Stanley. Oh, that's who Kimberly Ann is? That's Kim Stanley? I didn't know that.
That's twice we didn't recognize Kim this year.
Well, we can't really see the profile picture.
We were walking outside.
Wow. Hi, Kim Stanley.
Kim Stanley is like one of the greatest chicks alive. So me and Tony
She's not
were
a
like...
chick.
You don't like that word, but other people do.
It's derogatory.
So Kim Stanley, the awesome chick that I know and love, she was walking outside of the sweet shop, but she had her mask on. And for whatever reason, Tony looked at her and then I looked at her and we're like, oh, hi, as we were walking past her. And Tony was the first to recognize her. I was like, oh, I didn't even recognize you.
I don't recognize. I'm having a hard, and I'm great with faces. I can tell you who. Oh, I knew that person in high school, but I can't remember their name. I'm awful with names. I'm great with faces. I can tell you. Oh, I worked with that person in the early '90s at the phone company. Oh, I went to high school with that, but I can't remember names. But now with the masks, I'm having a hard time recognizing faces, and it's annoying.
And you didn't say your name out loud. You're just like so excited to see her. Yeah. And just so like I still didn't know who it was. And like Tony you have to, you know what? Have a day with Tony Walker because
in the bed.
He knows everyone. So wherever you go, you just find yourself standing there like are we ever, like, oh, we're going to be late for the next in 10 minutes you're going to run into another person you met. Like cuz he knows everyone.
Sallie's always in a hurry to go nowhere. Can we leave now?
I am.
The show is over. What are we sticking around for?
Yeah, that's
because I'm talking to people. I'm being friendly.
Yeah, I hate that.
I'm not giving out candy. I'm not talking to people. And I'm closing my blinds.
It's exactly me. So we're standing in the parking lot. I'm like, all right, well, she seems really nice, whoever she is. And all of a sudden it dawned on me, oh my God, it's Kim.
Kim Stanley, who I adore, who I've known for years and years.
You can't meet her and not adore her.
One of my absolute favorite people who actually saved me once when I was getting my ass kicked in high school.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Her and Gina's Conjemi Coffin's brother. They saved me from getting my ass kicked. And I didn't recognize with the mask on. Mike Delawin. We saw Mike Delawin in Home Depot. I didn't recognize him.
I didn't recognize him either. And he's so friendly. And I like him so much.
I was looking. I'm like, man, I think I recognize. And then he went, Tony! I'm like.
And he's like so enthusiastic when he sees us. And I had no idea who it was. All of a sudden he walked away. I'm like, oh, is that Mike? Because you try to do that fake... Hey, buddy. But
no.
It's so
You're
fake.
awful at that.
I'm awful at it.
You didn't recognize Kim yet, and she was like, "Hi, Sallie," and you just went.
I'm like,
"Hi."
Hey. Yeah.
Hi. It was like hurting you to smile.
I was like, "Hey," and then I realized who it is. And the same with Mike. Like I was like, "Hey." I'm so awful at it. I'm the worst at it.
The worst.
And then all of a sudden I'm like, it's Mike. Yeah.
So when our screen went dark, Fremder says all screens matter.
That is funny.
Elizabeth, can you fact check something for me? Did our country turn down millions of vaccines that went to Europe? I didn't hear that. Did you hear that? Did anybody hear that?
I don't know.
I didn't hear anything about that. Wow.
I don't know. Taz is watching. Carla Okins is watching. She said she's a spineless civilian, very pro-vac, not trying to be a guinea pig. Why do you have... Carla doesn't have to get it. She's had it, right?
Well, yeah, because she gave it to you.
She gave it to everyone.
So what is her problem?
She doesn't want to... She feels nervous about getting the vaccine. But,
But
why would she even have to get one?
But it's not proven that once you've had it, you can't get it again.
Oh, all right.
Right? At least as far as I know, that hasn't been proven. That was just
Well, I guess a
assumptions.
strand... I guess
It's not chickenpox.
the virus strand can change.
Sure.
So I guess you can get it. But if I feel like the people that already had it have a better chance of fighting it.
All right, Plajanos answered Elizabeth. That's not exactly what happened. The U.S. was offered the ability to pre-order when we still didn't know when it would be ready, so we didn't pre-order. So, my son's calling me.
Oh, but
Hang on, let's see what my son wants. Hello.
I would tell him he's on the air.
I will.
Hi.
You're live on the air.
Oh, I am?
Yes. Say hi to everybody.
Oh, yes. Crap. I didn't even... I totally forgot that you were on the show right now.
Is everything okay?
Yeah. I mean, I guess I'll just call you later.
What do you need me to walk away from this microphone for a minute? Is it important?
I mean, it's kind of important.
All right.
Yeah, go.
Sally's got this. Hang on, Zach. I'll be right back.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll just read other people's comments. I was actually thinking maybe I'll start trivia, but I'll...
Andrew was responding to Elizabeth.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Andy said, I always say to my wife, hey, it's what's happening. Everyone's saying hi to Carla. Carla said, this is not what I thought I was agreeing to when you guys told me to be involved in Kink Week. It is true. He gets so upset that he can't have a microphone work, and it's just ridiculous because it's just supposed to be a shit show for a while, and if you know that going in, like, you can't everything can't always work. Yeah, but that is funny. Carla's saying hi to Andrew Fremder. We should have once we can get back to the swing of things, we should definitely have a party where we all meet each other. I've never even met Fremder in real life, things like that. So I think that would be fun. Maybe someday when Taz is visiting. Oh, Taz, I read on your Facebook that you are now a car driver. You have your license now. I thought that was really cool. Rick Kozak is watching. Taz said, I'm being friendly. Yeah, I hate that. Yeah, I'm awful at it. Tony, because Tony's an actor, if he is caught by surprise, he'll be like, hey, who are you? But I don't know how to do that. I can't show the love if I don't know who you are. But it is funny because without masks, I can't tell. Joan said, Carla's not immune. She can get it again. Do you really feel that? I mean, that would just be awful. If everyone who went through all of this already, the only amazing thing about it is that you don't have to worry about getting it again. So everyone's saying that it's not like chicken pox. You get chicken pox once and then that's that. That it's not like that. That you could get this virus again. I wonder, what I would like to know, not to be a dick about it, but I would like to see the 10 people that got it again. Full on, were tested the first time, had to go on a ventilator, whatever happened to them. They got tested. It was shown that they tested positive for it the first time. And then I think you're officially immune for at least 3 or 4 months. So, I don't know, 7 months later, I want to see these people in an interview that had it again. Because I know theoretically maybe you can get it, but I don't know, if I had to think one way or the other, I'd want the peace of mind to know that there aren't those 10 people. show me those 10 people, and then I'll worry more. I just think we've got so much to worry about in 2020 without having to also now worry that 7 months after you've lived through this, you can get it again. I don't know. I don't know if I'm being a pain about it. I don't want to steer people wrong. Obviously, wear a mask wherever you go and get the vaccine. I mean, that's hands down. Get the vaccine, wear a mask, wash your hands. Let's hope for the best. But I kind of want to hope that people like Carla, who, I mean, we make fun of Carla all the time because Carla, she didn't give it to me because I feel like I had it like earlier. But she gave it to every other person but me. Like, she gave it to everyone. And everyone she loves. It was like, you know, her boyfriend, her best friends, her kids. I mean, so, you know what? Like, leave Carla alone, world. Like, don't, like, just give her a pass. And she doesn't have to, like, go through this again. Oh, wow. Anyway, I was just sticking it for Carla because you were saying that.
Carla's hot.
Yeah.
Is that what we're talking about?
No, I hadn't gotten to that point.
Oh, that's.
But I was saying how, like, if you can get it.
Can get what?
If you can get it again.
Oh, I'm sorry. We were talking
like,
about the virus.
I want to,
okay.
like I said, I want to see the 10 people that had it.
Yeah, I've never heard of anybody getting it a second time.
I think it's just theoretical that you can. But, like, and if it isn't true that, like, with all the people that have had it the first time, show me 10 people that got it again. Tested positive the first time, tested positive the next time, and then I will actually really worry about that because I feel like we've got enough in the world to worry about. And then I brought up Carla, how she has gone through so much already, infecting everyone she loves.
She infected this whole club. That's why it's shut down.
She can't taste things, you know, like it's like it was awful for her. I just want to say to Carla, don't worry about it.
I mainly feel bad for her because she has to deal with Keegan and do a show with Keegan and Sallie and Annie. That's why I feel bad for her.
Yeah.
I bet you coronavirus is easier.
Well, she got them back already because she infected them.
True.
So, yeah. So she's already ahead.
She's what? She's already giving.
Do you want to save trivia till Thursday and we'll do Thursday trivia?
No, we have something going on here that. I mean, we're staying here anyway.
What do you mean?
We have a meeting at 12:30.
Okay.
We're staying here anyway, so may as well go to 12:15, 12:20.
All right, then I'm starting.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we hold in our hands this week's Tuesday trivia. How this works is Sallie and I take turns asking some random trivia questions. We're trying to stump each other. We're trying to stump you guys. You guys can respond in the comments below us with your answers. We're just going to ask all the questions without the answers. We're just going to ask them all, and then we go back and do them all again with the answers. And then we make fun of you for being wrong. We make fun of each other for being wrong. We praise the people who get it right. And there's no prizes. There's no nothing. It's just bragging rights and fun. All right? So.
What holiday is this week?
This week? Mm-hmm. It's V-Day. I already talked about it. Mm-hmm. It's V-Day, which was yesterday.
Because it'd be weird to say, like John Lennon Dead Day. That's not really a holiday.
Isn't it also the day Jim Morrison died?
I don't know. It freaks me out when you tell me like all those things. Like, you know, 3 major people overdosed in the same flat in England, like years apart. Like that freaked me the F out.
Jimi Hendrix, Mama Cass, and Keith Moon all died in the same
apartment.
Same apartment.
Isn't that crazy? I thought he was like, you know, making it up.
So what holiday is it? Well, I said V-Day. What holiday? What are you
doing? Are you trying to look it up?
No. I was looking to see if this is the same day that Jim Morrison died. Maybe it's his birthday? It's Jim Morrison has something going on today. I forget what it is.
All right, so you're saying it's a Jim Morrison holiday.
No, I'm not. I was joking. What holiday is sometime this week, you said?
Yeah, this week.
All right, you know what? I have no idea, but I'm going to go with Pearl Harbor, which was yesterday.
Okay.
I'll go with that.
Okay.
What is composed of 59% nitrogen, 21% hydrogen, and 9% dioxide? 59% nitrogen. What are you doing?
I'm doing the chemical equation.
21% hydrogen and 9% dioxide. Get your own paper.
Dioxide's oxygen, 2 oxygens, right?
Sure. I think you're just trying to peek at my answers here.
No.
Cheater. Gina's birthday holiday is this week. Gina, oh shit, it's Gina's birthday this week? That's why she's coming here. I got a strip for her.
No.
No, it's fine. I have no problem with that.
Nitric oxide? I don't know.
Okay. Next question.
Okay. Okay. Spread across their lifetime.
Sorry.
Most people spend an average of how long on the toilet? Is it 6 months?
Okay.
Is it 1 year? Is
Yeah.
it 10 years? Is it 14 years?
Can I get those options one more time?
6 months.
Yeah.
1 year.
Yeah.
10 years. 14 years.
I'm going with 10 years.
Okay.
You figure it can't be a year because you are on the, well, at least I am. I'm on there every single day. At least once. So that's a year right there.
That's true. You spend a lot of time on the toilet.
Yeah. Okay. What is the name of the world's first X-rated cartoon?
X-rated?
Yeah. And I know for a fact Bojano's going to get this. I bet you a few of our...
What year was it?
That I don't know. But I believe...
Was it before you were born?
I don't think so. I think it was during our lifetime. I remember it. I remember watching it.
You watched an X-rated
I didn't know it was
cartoon?
I didn't know it was new at the time. But yeah, I watched it.
It was on TV?
Well, no, it wasn't on TV. Why? How would it be on TV?
Well, how would you watch it when you were like just a kid?
Well, I didn't watch it on Saturday mornings after Bugs Bunny. I watched it with my friends. You know, somebody got a video or something. Come on.
I have no idea. And I don't want to even know this.
Why
so-
not? It was popular. Everybody our age knew of this cartoon. So right there, I just gave it away. If you're around 50, maybe a little older, a slight bit younger, you saw this cartoon. Wow, I'm shocked, Sallie. You lived in a bubble.
Yeah, I don't want to see that. I think they should all have pants on too. All right. Name as many of the top comedian earners for 2019 as you can. I've got 10 of them.
So name the comedians who made the most money in 2019?
Yeah, I didn't want to do 2020 because...
Well, yeah, nobody made money.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Seinfeld. Does Bill Cosby still... I mean... He doesn't get the money, but he still generates money. I bet you
he's in jail and
but he's
awful.
Right, but I bet you people still buying his
If he
albums
was on
and
this
stuff.
list, I would have deleted it anyway.
Oh, all right.
So
he's
it's not on the list.
Seinfeld.
They're all names you know.
Right. Colin Quinn.
Nope.
Oh, really?
Oh, I shouldn't be saying the answer.
Yeah,
right?
come on now.
All right. Not Colin. Sorry.
All right. So Seinfeld. Dave Chappelle. How much? You just want to see how many I can come up with?
Yes.
All right. Seinfeld, Dave Chappelle. Who's the young kid that we watched? Mulaney. What's his name? Mulroney.
Mulaney.
John Mulaney. I'm going to go with John Mulaney. I'm going to go with Rich Rada. And he makes money, but it has nothing to do with. He makes money, but it has nothing to do with comedy. Sarah Silverman. That should be your question. Name the one woman who made the top 10 list of top comedic earners. All right, Sarah Silverman and who's the one that has a TV show? She's on The Mandalorian too. Amy Sedaris.
She's a stand-up comic?
Isn't she?
No. She's just an actress.
I thought she did stand-up.
No. Not that I know of.
2019. Amy Schumer.
I know more about her brother.
Amy Schumer.
Okay, any other guys you want to throw out there? Because so far you've only gotten one right.
Really?
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle's not on that list?
No.
If you tell me Dane Cook.
Maybe he didn't work that year. You know, like he takes some time off sometimes.
If you tell me Dane Cook, I will do something.
I will not tell you Dane Cook.
Good.
All right, should we move on?
Oh, so all right. Yeah, let's move on. All right.
You could yell some out if you think about
I
him.
saw. I just happened to look down and saw it. So, but that's Elizabeth had a good answer. I'm getting a spam call now, so I'm just going to let that go. All right. All right. Marilyn Monroe
Oh boy.
once said this to her therapist. Bless you, doctor. Think of a light switch with a dimmer control switch. As you begin to turn it on, the bulb begins to get bright, then brighter, and finally, in a blinding flash, it is fully lit. It is so good. Doctor, I worship you. Why did she say that to her therapist?
Because he helped her understand herself.
No wonder you never heard the X-rated cartoon.
Self-understanding.
All right, next question.
Who is the oldest man
Me,
to win People Magazine's Sexiest Man Alive?
Sean Connery. And then I'm second. All right. Where was I? Oh, true or false? True or
True.
false? Kids in the car.
Are a pain in the ass.
Well, right. They're more distracting for a driver than the driver talking on the phone while driving.
Oh, absolutely.
Kids are more distracting? That's what you're saying? You're saying that's true?
Are kids more distracting to the driver than talking on the phone?
Yeah, true or false? Kids are more distracting than the driver.
You know, they may
Then the
say
driver talking
that
on
the
the
phone is more distracting because they don't want us to use our phones in the car. But let me tell you, people,
Tell us.
kids at a certain age are the absolute worst. Yeah. It's probably, you know, it's probably the time in my life where I lied to them the most. You know, anything to like I I told Sam once, like I told him that I had that moms always had back eyes, like eyes in the back of their head.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't mess up once. Like I would seize opportunities to you know, I'd see something, I'd be like, oh, I think I'm covering my back eyes, but I think I saw you do this. You know, it got so bad that his kindergarten teacher called me. And she's like, you know, the kids are making fun of him because he says that all moms have back eyes and the kids are making fun of him. And I was like, yeah. And she's like, can you tell him that that's not true? And I did. I was like, no. Like I wasn't ready. Yeah. So they're the worst. Cars are the worst.
I never heard it referred to as back eyes.
Well, I started with moms have like eyes in the back of the head, and then it just grew to back eyes.
Well, one thing that is true that you have black eyes in the back. I made myself laugh. Go ahead. Next question is you.
Okay.
It was so bad, but I made myself laugh.
All right, so this you have to pay attention to. What is the order of succession after the president?
Oh, I know why you asked this
Just
question.
do the first four, because, I mean, it can go a long way. But if you could do the first four, that would be great.
Speaker of the House, Secretary of State, Vice President. No. Vice President, Speaker of the House, Secretary of State.
You don't want to take another one because you have to do four.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought President was included in that. All right, so Vice President, Speaker of the House, Secretary of State, Senate Majority Leader? I have no idea.
Okay.
I'm not as good as I should be on politics. No, I take that back. I'm not as I should be. I hate politics. But stuff like that, I wish I knew better.
All right.
All right. What is the shortest commercial flight in the world? From one place to another, what is the shortest commercial flight in the world?
New York to Myrtle Beach.
Which is how long?
I think it's less than an hour.
All right.
Well, there's maybe... Okay, you know what? Boston to New York.
How long is that?
I don't know. It's got to be less than an hour.
Is it my son? Or is it your son?
No, but...
It's something you have to take?
No, I'll just come back.
Oh. You sure?
Yeah.
Wow, it's a weird day. Mm-hmm. Weird day. You're next.
What is strange about the reproductive system of male snakes?
They can have babies.
That would be seahorses.
Male seahorses can have babies?
Yeah.
Oh. Mm-hmm. What is strange about the what of snakes?
The male reproductive system
of snakes.
Of snakes. Of male snakes.
It's venomous.
That'd be sad.
Their sperm is venomous, so it kills the female snake just as she's having a baby. I have no idea. What color is a giraffe's tongue?
Purple.
All right.
That was it.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
That was your sex question?
Yeah.
That was your sex question?
That was my sex question.
What the? That's awful.
That wasn't an awful question.
That's an awful sex question.
How do you know?
Because that's scientific, or it's boring.
Everything about sex is scientific.
Oh, God. All right, well, then I have one more question. What's long and hard and has cum in it? That's my question.
Alligator penises.
Just alligator penises.
Well, because they're always erect.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. All right. Let's see. Wow. I missed some comments here. Carla said she needs to stop licking people in the studio. Well, what am I missing in here? I'm never leaving here again. Let's see. What was the first question?
I think I went.
Yeah, you always go. What was it?
What holiday is this week?
Let's see. Where is it? All right. Andy Plajanos. He said Pearl Harbor Day. Remember, I said that too. Mm-hmm. V-Day and Hanukkah, says Taz. Oh, Hanukkah starts this week? Is that what it is?
That's what I had.
Oh. Incorrect. That is not the holiday that is this week. The first day of Hanukkah is on the 10th. Everybody's saying hi, happy birthday to Gina. This week's holiday is called Lenin. Okay, yeah, so that's what it is. Hanukkah starts when? Tomorrow?
I thought it was like Friday or something.
The 10th. When is it? Today's the 8th, so Thursday.
Okay.
So when we're back on the air, we'll be celebrating Hanukkah with you guys. Sallie will be singing Hanukkah chants, and I'll be shivering. Shivering?
That means someone died.
No, they
Sitting
have
Shiva.
No, they have. Don't they have numerous reasons for sitting Shiva?
I thought it was just because someone died.
It's just when somebody dies?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not sure. All right. So the answer is Hanukkah. Very nice. What is composed of 59% nitrogen, 21% hydrogen, and 9% dioxide? You said.
Nitric oxide.
Andy Plagano said air. Danny Coronado, hey Danny, says meth. Kirsten Rum O'Flaherty says farts.
Andy's correct. Andy's correct.
Andy Plagano?
I should have thought about that. It's like a trick because the
Elizabeth says laughing gas.
Yeah, Andy's right.
Not according to my.
What do you got?
I have farts. That's
no,
the answer I have.
farts is methane.
I don't know, not from the website I got this information from.
Yeah, farts isn't nitrogen. It's methane.
Joan Kruppe Asher says, my BD tomorrow. My doctor's birthday? Is that what that means? Happy birthday to your doctor, Joan? I don't know. Yeah, I have farts. Look it up right now. Look it up.
All right.
59% nitrogen. Let me know when you're ready. Should I bet you another quarter?
I don't have any place to put all my quarters.
In between your... And you should put it in your cleavage.
Nitrogen. Go ahead.
21% hydrogen and 9% dioxide. I need a quarter.
And what percent dioxide?
9. Number 9. Andrew Fremder says cul-de-sac. I don't know what that means.
It is a fart.
I won a quarter. Give me a quarter back from your cleavage. In addition to John Lennon, we also pay remembrance to the best heavy metal guitar player that ever existed, Mr. Dimebag Darrell from Pantera. Oh, that was today, December 8th. Also. He was shot on stage, wasn't he? Was that him? Dimebag Darrell? Didn't the guy jump on the stage and shoot him?
I don't know.
I think that's him. All right. Are you ready for the next question?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
All right. I was just looking.
It's a fart.
Yeah, that's weird. Okay, so spread across a lifetime, most people spend the average of how long sitting on the toilet? 6 months, 1 year, 10 years, 14 years.
Me and Plajanos and Elizabeth say 10 years. Danny Coronado agrees. Kirsten says 1 year. Fremder, the average of how long people spend on the toilet depends on how many McRibs they've had. Yeah, that's why we haven't seen Mike Keegan in a couple of weeks. I believe those are all the answers. Oh, wait, no. Joan says 10 years. Captain Jack says 10.
10 years, wow. Like maybe if you have a bedpan. It's 3 to 6 months.
Really?
Yeah.
That's it? Mm-hmm. Wow, I'm surprised.
I know. You're definitely at the 6 month part.
I'm 6 months in 1 day.
Yeah.
What was the world's first X-rated cartoon?
No idea.
I'm ashamed of you. All right, so with the exception of Elizabeth, who says Betty Boop gets booped. The name of the first rated cartoon is Shakespeare. Kirsten doesn't know it either. But everybody else who answered it got it right. Fritz the Cat. You don't remember Fritz the Cat?
No.
He used to also get high, and he would do a lot of banging in the. And
so what did he do? Like another kitten or something?
Yeah.
All right.
It was funny as hell. I'll never forget the first time I saw it. Me and Joe Murphy were at some girl's house who we didn't even know. Tara Watkins brought us to some girl's house.
Was it like Hello Kitty or something?
What?
Like, was it the cat, was it anyone in particular?
No.
Or he just like.
Fritz the Cat.
He just banged some cat in a alleyway.
Oh, and I used to know a stand-up comedian voiced him, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember who it was. But yeah, oh man, we laughed our asses off the first time we watched it. We're like, what the hell is this? And they show him banging some.
But that's all it is just, a cartoon of banging. It didn't get weird.
No, there was a plot.
When you said
What?
an X-rated, I just figured it was bad.
What do you mean?
I don't know. It just sounds like not that bad. Like, would it be rated R?
No, they showed it. Like you actually saw his penis going into the other character's vajiji. So yeah, it's considered X-rated. But it was a cartoon and it was funny.
All right, so how many people did people name? Top comedians, earners. It was top comedian earners,
Danny Coronado did not make the list.
No.
He's asking for help here in the comments.
Jerry Seinfeld's the only one you got.
All right, Danny Coronado says Kevin Hart. Carla says Bill Cosby's in prison. Yes, I know. So Elizabeth came up with a good one.
Kevin Hart. Go ahead, sorry.
She said Sebastian Maniscalco, Seinfeld, Rock, and Kevin Hart. Rock. Who's Rock? Oh, Chris Rock. Duh.
Who said that?
Elizabeth said it.
So because she is a big, follower of comedy. So
There's more. Kirsten said Dave Chappelle. Carl Okerson said Chappelle, Kevin Hart, Amy Schumer. Andrew from there. Apparently, I've been spelling things wrong. My autocorrect is not working anymore due to the fact that the inventor had just recently passed away. His gravestone said, may he rest in piss. All right. Plagano said Chappelle, Seinfeld, Chris Rock, Gaffigan, Kevin Hart, Mulaney, Nikki Glazer. Jones says Seinfeld, Sebastian, Kevin Hart. I heard that Bill Cosby loves fairy tales. He always wanted to turn Snow White into Sleeping
Are you
Beauty.
reading Trend again?
Yes. Carlos says Tina Fey. Captain Jack says Chris Rock, Seinfeld, Dave Child. I guess that's supposed to be Chappelle. Jones says Jones says Jeff Bosey. Danny says maybe Gabriel Iglesias. I don't know who that is. Carla's making fun of me.
He's right.
Really? Mm-hmm. Who is that? That's a comedian?
That was the only one on the name that on the list that I didn't know.
Carla's making fun of me for mentioning Dane Cook. She's like, do you know what year it is? Yeah, I know what year it is. Carla.
So it's earners, like that year earners. So so Kevin Hart was number one earner.
Really?
59 million. So the rest of the list, and I'll go from like top down. Jerry Seinfeld, which you got.
Yeah.
Jim Gaffigan.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Trevor Noah. I wouldn't have thought that.
Trevor Noah?
Yeah.
Would you count him as a stand-up comedian, though?
He makes $28 million a year.
Because he's doing the Daily Show.
No, doing stand-up.
He makes $28 million. Well, yeah, because he's on the Daily Show.
Right.
All right.
Sebastian.
Right. He was in the
Gabriel.
Irishman. Gabriel Iglesias. I've never heard of him. Is he not an American, or like does he not speak English? Maybe that's why we've never heard of him.
Who said Amy Schumer?
Amy Schumer. Who said it? Was it Joan? I don't know. Somebody said it. Where'd it go?
She was the only.
Oh, Carla said it.
She's the only woman on the list.
Really? Even in 2019?
She's number 7, and she earned $21 million in 2019.
Wow.
Terry Fader.
Yeah, I know the name. I can't place it, but I definitely heard that name.
Jeff Dunham.
Really? Mm-hmm. Jeff Dunham.
And then
Wow.
number 10 is what's his name?
I don't know. You have it.
Aziz.
What?
How do you say his name?
I don't know who you're trying to say.
He's like an actor sometimes too.
Aziz Ansari.
Yeah.
Didn't we have him on the show?
Did we?
Didn't we?
I can't remember. I really don't know.
Jeff
Maybe.
Dunham. They got his picture hanging up over there.
Yeah.
Here at Governors. Wow, I'm surprised Jeff Dunham's on there.
But it's just earnings. Like maybe he's just very good at making sure he earns top, and maybe, Chappelle took the year off. That happened. He does that.
Yeah.
Sometimes he just takes a year off. He's got
Right.
things going on. He has schools with music programs and acting programs that he helps out with. Sometimes he's a little involved in other things.
Marilyn Monroe said this to her therapist. Bless you, doctor. Think of a light switch with a dimmer control. As you begin to turn it on, the bulb begins to get bright, then brighter and brighter, and finally in a blinding flash, it is fully lit. It is so good. Doctor, I worship you.
Oh, maybe she had her eyes fixed. Did she have eye surgery? Did she have, what's that stuff that you get, that like filmy stuff over your eyes?
Cataract?
Maybe she had cataracts taken off her eyeballs.
Wow. Only one person? Oh, there we go. Okay, so Plagano said because the therapist prescribed drugs for her. Elizabeth Batapede she said this to her doctor because she had an orgasm. Marilyn Monroe said that to her therapist because she was having second thoughts about banging Kennedy. All right, Elizabeth got it right. She was having trouble. She had never reached an orgasm. Her therapist gave her some advice on how to take care of this problem, and she was able to reach it.
Wow.
Yep.
She had to be pretty old before she had her first orgasm.
What makes you say that?
I don't know. Like if she's...
Maybe.
How old do you think she was?
I have no idea. Just based on reading that, I have no idea. She could have been 18 going to a therapist. I don't know.
I don't know. It'd be weird to go to a therapist as an 18-year-old girl to ask about orgasm. So she'd be pretty comfortable with herself to ask.
We're talking what, 60, 70 years ago, probably?
How old was when she died?
People were marrying their 14-year-old cousins back then.
How old was she when she died?
I have no idea.
30s, 40s? How long did she live?
Yeah, that's a good question. I'm going mid-30s.
Nice
Anybody
she
know?
had one before she died.
Maybe that's what killed her. And then she thanked the doctor from the hospital.
All right. So,
Sean Connery.
yes.
Andrew Plagianos got that right. Taz said that's her boy. Okay. Joan got it right. Danny Coronado says Andy Plagianos was the oldest, sexiest person. Wow. Okay. Nobody else answered that one. Okay. True or false, kids in the car are more distracting for a driver than the driver talking on the phone. True or false? You said?
I'm going to say officially to get the point, the phone. But unofficially, and I'm right about this, it's the kids.
What?
I want the point, but I know the answer is...
So you're saying it's false?
I'm saying it's true.
You're saying it's true. Gina says it's true. Plagiano said it's true. Kirsten says no. Joan says no. Andy Plagianos, you're goddamn right. Kids are on the phone too, says Elizabeth. False, says Taz. I'm a perfect angel. Yeah, what's Taz, like 13? It's okay to use. It's not okay to use phones in the car, but you can eat as many McRibs as you want while you're driving.
I know.
Captain Jack says the phone is more distracting. Watching porn on the phone is way more distracting, says Andy Plagianos. Joan says the damn kids are more distracting. Gina Kajemi Coffin used to tell Jonathan that when he lied, his tongue turned blue, so I can always tell. Kids are more distracting because they don't move out of the way when I drive. Well, it is true. The kids are more distracting than the phone. According to this article I read, kids are 12 times more distracting.
Yeah, during those certain ages. And whoever said they have phones too, they're correct. Because my kids, I think Sam got his cell phone when he was going into 6th grade or, 7th grade or something.
You got him his first phone. He was in 6th grade.
Everyone does that.
No, I didn't.
That's like the whole cool thing about when did Zach get his first phone?
I think 7th grade.
Yeah.
Only because I got his sister one. And I only got his sister one because there was a whole issue at school and she got lost coming home because she didn't have a phone and she was missing for about an hour.
There's that. Yeah. But anyway, that's what most people do. Like if you get your kid a phone in like 5th grade or 4th grade, the parents beat you up at PTA meetings. So once they have phones, they're not annoying anymore. But sweet Jesus, they are earlier than that.
All right.
Let's see. Order of succession after the president. You were very close. You had all the pieces. You just didn't have it in the right order.
Yeah, I said VP, Speaker, Secretary of State, and then I said, I don't know, Majority Leader or something. Plagiano said Vice President, Speaker, Secretary of State, and then Pres Pro Tempore. I don't know what that means.
Tempore. I love that. With
What
like
is
a
that?
little soy sauce.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's see. Vice President, then the Speaker, says Captain Jack. Joan Krupi Asher, VP, Speaker of the House, Senate, Secretary of State.
Who said that?
That was Joan.
Yeah, that's right. That's how it goes. It
right.
goes Vice President, then Speaker of the House, then it's not the. I don't think this is. I don't.
Spit it out
This
there.
is what I wrote. This is what I copied because I thought this was interesting. It's the longest serving senator.
Oh, okay.
For the majority party. The longest serving senator for the majority party.
And then the Secretary of State is after that?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
And is that how you get to be Senate majority leader, or is that a do they vote for you? Like, can you be? Here's my question.
Well, that's what I mean. There's stuff like that I don't know and I should know.
Like when you're just the person who served the longest in the Senate. Are you the leader just because you've hung around the longest, or do they vote on the leader?
I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know. All right. Okay. What is the shortest commercial flight in the world?
Yeah, I'm interested in that.
You said Boston to New York, I believe you said?
Yeah.
LaGuardia to Newark, says Andy Plajanos. New York to Philly, says Andy Plajanos. White House to Walter Reed, says Elizabeth Batapede. Incorrect, but a great answer. Newark to JFK. The shortest commercial flight in the world is the guy who used to say "boss de plane," says Andrew Frender. Gina Conjemi Coffin, Scotland to someplace.
Oh, I just assumed it was America.
I said the world, I said.
Oh.
Gina Conjemi Coffin is almost right. It is Scotland. It is in Scotland from one island to another in Scotland. It is only 2 minutes. Why are you looking at me like that?
Why wouldn't they just walk? Like, that's crazy.
They're islands.
Like,
what are they, old Jesus? They're going to walk on water?
Put a bridge. That's like taking that's like putting a commercial flight from Long Island to Boston.
Well, there's roads and bridges. There's no roads and bridges in Scotland for this, so they have to fly.
And it's a commercial flight, or
yes,
a little like
it's a commercial flight.
Little, thing that Sam flies.
It's a commercial flight.
Crazy.
What is it? Why do you care so much?
I don't know. To have like a whole entire airport put together just for like that little dinky.
Well, I don't think they put an airport together just for that. I'm sure they fly to other places.
I'm still not comfortable with it.
You're so weird.
What is strange about the reproductive system of male snakes?
They eat their own spunk, says Paginos. Their balls, said Coronado. Captain Jack says, don't do snakes. They have a black tongue. Oh, sorry, that's my question. The strangest thing about the reproduction organs of snakes is that they're very similar to the reproductive organ on a male. Long, slimy, and shoots out gooey stuff.
You said that.
Andrew from DA said that.
Okay, so the answer is they have 2 penises.
Really?
Yeah, and they kind of like hang out to like each side depending on how they like if there are other snakes around, and lizards have this too. So they, they just kind of like, oh, there's a snake there,
Can they get 2 people, like 2 other snakes at the same time?
Does it always come down to threesomes?
Yes.
Like every single time, does
Yes.
it come down to a threesome?
But it's got to be hard. Well, it is hard, but it's got to be tough for the snake because, you got to make sure you're pushing, at the same time, you need more of an
it's
angle.
a little bit to the side.
Or you just, wee. Oh, that's probably what they do. That could be fun. Or he lays flat on his back. So it's like a, what do you call it? A teeter-totter.
A teeter-totter?
Yeah.
Seesaw.
Seesaw. A teeter-totter. A seesaw.
And the balls are attached to each penis.
So he has 4 balls?
No. So he just has one.
Oh, the same set of balls attached to each penis.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, if he wants to have sex again really soon, he can on the other side.
Right. Can he pick?
Yeah.
Does he have a button or something? All right, I'm going to shoot it out of the right one.
Yeah. So,
Wow.
it's kind of interesting. See, that's not a bad sex question.
Nah. No, it's fine. What is the color of giraffe's tongue?
I said purple.
Kirsten said black. Captain Jack says don't do snakes. Elizabeth says black. Joan Croupier says black. Captain Jack says black. I have blue. Blue.
Okay.
That's what I have. All right, so then what is long and hard and has cum in it was my last question. Friender says Shakespeare. Adam Sandler. What? Farts have methane in them. Yeah. Why is Plagino's telling me that?
Well, because that was my argument why I didn't think it was a fart, because farts are made up of methane.
Oh, I see. Oh, yeah. Now some other people are commenting that, too. I don't know. From where I got it, they didn't mention it.
Yeah, and I looked it up, too, and you were right.
Yeah. Huh. Maybe there's not methane in it there, smarty pants. I thought somebody came up with the right answer that I had here for this thing.
Really?
I thought I saw it, but maybe I didn't. No, there's not. So nobody got this answer right. Just checking again. Nope, I don't see it. The correct answer is, what's long and hard and has cum in it? A cucumber.
It's awful. It's just awful to end a day on that. And that's your sex question.
That's
my
my
sex
sex-
question was so much better. I should get a quarter for that.
I thought it was a good one. I just guessed about farts. I'm so tired I didn't sleep well, says Kirsten. I'm sorry. Taz says she drew something. All right. Don't you always draw something? Speaking of cleavage, I always put quarters in between them in Vegas whenever I see a new slut machine. Sally's OTP is Hello Kitty and Fritz. What is OTP?
I don't know.
Sally's on the penis. Oh, Gabriel Iglesias is funny, says Elizabeth. All right. Well, there were all right. The accident I was in on my way to see your KD show was because the other driver said she was distracted by her kids. Oh wow, says Gina. Wow. All right. Oh, so Gina explained. The Senate Republican and Democratic floor leaders are elected by the members of their party in the Senate at the beginning of each Congress.
Right.
Depending on which party is in power, one serves as majority leader and the other is the minority leader.
But then as far as like being...
And then that's the one that's on that pecking order?
No, because what I had was the guy who's on the pecking order, and I got it from a pretty good source. So it said the longest serving senator for the majority party. That's not the majority leader.
Right.
So like let's say who's ever the majority leader, who's that annoying guy right now? Like he wouldn't be. And I say that because even his own party
all right, well,
is annoyed by him.
Even more important, Gina Conjemi says, no threesomes for snakes. They only use one of their penises at a time and appear to favor one over the other. Well, then what's the point? Point. All right, everybody, we're out. It is Tuesday, so Sally and I are not here tomorrow. So tonight you have... hope you enjoyed Neil yesterday. Mm-hmm. Neil Rubenstein's premiere of his new show, Mondays at 3. So today's Tuesday. So we have No Rhyme, No Reason at 6:30. We have Domestic Disturbance at 9:30. Tomorrow have Flip the Switch with Marla Schultz at 11. There is still no Pasusu tomorrow night. Put Up, Shut Up, Stand Up with Don and Benny. That is not on tomorrow. But Christy Unleashed with Christy Miller and JC Best does return tomorrow. And then Sally and I are back here Thursday just to celebrate our Jewishness.
Yeah, and Mike O'Toole just said he figured out the camera, so he wants us to call him right now. So we'll have that all fixed.
All right, everybody, have yourselves a great day. And Sally and I will see you Thursday at 11. Bye, everybody.
See, I can't even, get the arrow going. This is crazy, man. Okay, bye, everyone.